Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11. Okay, little note. End of the last episode, if you saw it, we crashed on that. And what's been happening, and this is, well, this started out on this installation started out on my old machine, and I moved it to my new machine, and it's working. But what I've noticed is, and I'll get going with this, but so you'll notice I had to replay a bit, so things will be a little different, not massively, but a little different. Is that when I alt tab out of this and come back, we can have a crash. Now, I don't know if it's the mod's fault or Hearts of Iron 3, or as I'm suspecting, more of something with Windows 10. Uh-oh. We've had another invasion, it looks like, into Italy, or they were already there or something. Okay. Oh, if you remember before, we had one up here, and very good, very good. Okay. Last playthrough, like I said, things are a little different. Last playthrough, we had a British scripted invasion land here. Here, it appears to have landed here. And so it does appear to be, again, I'm not looking at the codes, and I hope revolverheld is watching this, but I say appear because I don't want to be, oh, I know where are all going to happen beforehand, and I'll just pre-stack all of my units there and defeat that. Oh, well, these are from Vienna. Okay, I remember sending these guys down here. Well, not sure where I'm gonna. Oh, well, we can send them down. I don't know. So, but now they've landed here. Now we did see an unscripted invasion here. Purely the AI is doing that. Yes. Now, if you don't like the invasions, and at least one person appeared not to like the idea of them, you can, with revolverheld's mod, you can very easily just skip the optional invasions, the option for the invasions. You don't have to do them. You don't have to have them. You don't like them. I want to because we know the AI is so passive. Now this we're doing because it's such hard fighting dislodging these guys. Okay, landing craft flotillas have advanced. Very good. So we can now build landing craft. As well as improve the landing craft. That increases the range, so we will want to do that. Some of these others we may want to do that, so we'll leave that to go. And we might as well, since we have them, get some built. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, let's move them to the top. Get them in production. winter is coming, yes. Order has been placed. Okay, who by Finland? Sure, we'll get some there. German counterintelligence reports on first Moscow conference. Okay, Roosevelt's representative Averell Harriman joined Churchill and Stalin in discussing the North Africa campaign and the opening of a front in northern France, over which there was great dispute and a near rupture when Stalin demanded one immediately, and Churchill explained that the resources were not yet available for a successful campaign. Okay, revolver held. Again, I hope you're watching. This shouldn't be firing because we're not at war with the Soviets. The Soviets are still our best buddies, and so this shouldn't happen. You should have a check for Germany is at war with the Soviet Union, and that if you haven't already, and that Britain hasn't been invaded. So that shouldn't happen, but no big deal. Axis convoys, we've already talked about those. The 23rd Panzer Division removes the 101st. Okay, the 23rd Panzer Division was formed in France from the Panzer Brigade 101 and replacement troops. It was transferred to the southern sector of the Eastern Front on April 42. Took part in the failed attempt to relieve the surrounded troops at Stalingrad. It withdrew through the Ukraine and Poland until October 44, when it was sent to Hungary. It fought in Hungary and Slovakia before being destroyed. Now, this is from units of the Third Reich. Now, it wants to take away a unit of mine. I don't know that I like that right at the moment. It's 101st Panzer Brigade. Is that still? Thought I moved them. Yes, I did. Wonder where is that? That? Oh, so it's okay. It's not one of these units. Don't know of a quick way of finding out. Oh well. What division it's with? Hoping it's. And does that go on the map or on the map? Okay. So that's a pretty good Panzer division there. Could be pretty fast. Yeah, 6 something. Let's sort of slow it down. I guess the Panzer Pioneer Aptidon. Yeah, let's see about sending it east. Saudi Arabia. Yes, we will give them supplies for money for sure. Okay. Single engine fighter prototype. Great. That's grayed out. And let's see, we have. Oh, well, let's come over here and see about amphibious invasion speed, landing craft defense, amphibious invasion speed. Let's go with bow ramps. And again, I guess, I don't know if we've talked about this before. Again, there's a bug here. It's to give this over to Greece, just in case it's lost or forgotten. I would like to see a, because this is not just like before something that was going on between Romania and Hungary that Germany may or may not have any control over. This is something that Germany would theoretically have control over, so I like an option. Now, maybe something that really pisses off Bulgaria if you say no and whatnot, but it would definitely be like to have an option for the player. And it does this, and I like the way that it does this, but then at least last time it immediately reverted back to it. But maybe it won't this time. We will see. Okay. We've got the port. Good. And now they're attacking divisions. These guys here are still attacking there. Hopefully Italy will supply the port. Paris can take into those militia guys. Well, maybe it'll stay this time, but we'll wait for the next day to turn over. Last time it didn't. Let's see, revolt risk is up a little bit there. Oh, see, look. Next day, another event is firing. I don't know if it's a black ice event or something that's firing and it's turning this back to being German annexation. So there's a conflict, a bug here that needs to be fixed. Because that's not the way it's intended to work. Human wave, is it? Yeah, we'll do this. Invasion speed is how fast troops get off the ship. And the faster it is, the oh, sure. The less time the enemy has to respond. You want speed. Okay. The 22nd Panzer Division was formed in France. It was transferred in September 41, transferred to the southern sector of the Eastern Front, and almost destroyed during the fighting in Stalingrad. Great. We'll take that. Guessing that's on the map as well. Again, these aren't free units. You paid for them in an earlier decision. What sort of foreign armor? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We want to grab the 9th U-boat flotilla. Sure, we'll take that. And the 3rd Army Corps motorized. Yeah. And that better be also on the map because we paid a lot for it just then. Yep. Okay, and our submarines, which I do think are, well, if they're partially built, let's get them completed. Right into there. They're 15 because, yep, there's 3 of them there. That's a reasonably good price. Well, now that we have 3 divisions, they're going to actually, yes. Yeah, I think we can risk it. Let's see. Let's grab this Jaeger division. No mountain divisions right here. Okay. Well, we can go with this light division, and we'll go with the 11th Panzer division. And we will just transport them. I guess rebase down to there temporarily. Hopefully the Italians have opened up a supply line here. Much bigger port. And we'll have plenty of supplies, hopefully. Okay, submarine AA has advanced. Yep, good. Cancel that. Okay, we got one left. So 41 of those. Oh, I should have made an HQ down here too. Oh well. You support that attack. Let's just give them a little extra. Third Reich events. Kraftwagen Transport Regiment 4 Speer der Luftwaffe. Come on. Chair's making noise. Okay, it's an NSK Transport Regiment Luftwaffe. That's the cuff title from it. Was formed in the winter of 41 to 42, and it was used in North Africa. It was very hard, I probably said this last time when I had the event, very hard to find pictures for these events. Trying to find verifiable type NSKK stuff down in North Africa. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly the details behind this picture, but I don't know if it's just a picture of trucks or if those are specifically NSKK units. That's definitely North Africa, and that's definitely an NSKK guy. You can see he has an eagle on his arm, where the Waffen-SS would have an eagle, but I'm sure if we were able to rotate around and look at it, it would be an NSKK eagle. It has a square black, or apparently black, collar tabs. You might suspect that they're SS, but I did get a little better look on them earlier. But note he's wearing these really baggy pants. The SS never wore those really baggy pants. Those are Luftwaffe pants. So this regiment is a sort of somewhat of a weird thing. Transport Regiment Speer, that's sort of coming out of Organization Todt. NSKK is coming out of the NSKK. The Luftwaffe, that's who it's in service for. And obviously their uniform, at least partially, is being supplied by the Luftwaffe. That may be a Luftwaffe belt, symbol, I don't know. But that is clearly that. So NSKK Luftwaffe. We get, basically, you get trucks. Use them how you want to use them, You've got some of these, well, I don't know if we still have any of them left. We have this guy here who does have that, but if you want to break these up, or we had some of those anti-tank units, or these guys just have light vehicles, you want to improve the vehicles, or whatever. Uh-oh, that's up in the north. Let's take a quick look. Okay, these guys are just too exhausted now. Yeah, stop. Major defeat. Well, we're going to let these guys get a little better organized. You can move into contact. Maybe we should get an armored unit up here. That would probably be a good idea. Come down here. I know I sent a few armor units up to the front. Yeah, to augment some of those mountain and other type divisions up there, which, of course, Arctic mountain would have made for that type of unit, but maybe you just need a little heavier unit type to augment some of that. No, those are Italian. The Italian. Yes. Okay, before these guys shatter themselves, we'll withdraw them from combat. Major victory. Okay, good. Well, you with the commandos. And on shelf. Ever approach. I want to take this port away from them. Okay, brigade HQs have advanced. Great. And large warship radar has advanced. That is, I guess, this one here, and it's grayed out. And it's capital fire and anti-aircraft fire control. Okay, both here. Let's do this one first. Of course, with better radar, you can better target enemy ships, including, even if you can see them, you can ping off of them and get maybe a little better positioning information and distance, particularly, and rate of movement and other things, I guess, too. But over the horizon, motorized HQs. Okay, we've been pretty ruthless in reducing the time between attacks. Just sort of still looking for stuff that's in 41. Not that we, have to. Range, distance, build time increase though, but yeah, let's do that. We should have already been supporting that. That was my fault for not having you support that attack, and we won because of that. Good. And no. Oh, you should be heading back. You don't eat supplies down there. Yeah, we'll take that. Got the Panzer divisions. Okay, self-propelled artillery brigades have advanced. That's good. That was this one. Okay. Not that we can't go ahead. Obviously, we have been with 1942 technologies, and some things I particularly do want to rush on. But I figure if there are things that we would research anyways, camouflage designs, yeah, let's do that. At some point, might as well get them done now. Okay. Field trials for the Gewehr 40 or the G41. Mauser's design enclosed all the moving parts of the rifle as per the specifications of the Heereswaffenamt. In contrast to Walther's design, moved these parts and shifted the automatic reloading system to outside the rifle. Although this design was not met the Heereswaffenamt requirements, it was actually found to be easier, cheaper, and consequently more efficient to produce. The rifle in its state of design. Mauser's design was therefore dropped in favor of the Walther's design. Walther's design was also later produced by another armaments manufacturer, Berliner Lübecker Maschinenfabrik. Okay, so basically, as I've said before, when talking about this, Walther didn't, as I said here, didn't follow the design requirements, and a lot of the design requirements were for, and his militaries are conservative organizations, had a lot of stuff that just was unneeded. And so they made the right choice, yay, and partially on simpler to manufacture. Can you hardly believe that? But yeah, okay, so we can, small arms will gain 400 if we want to support the development or no need. We will support, okay, Polish armed resistance started to emerge early as the coordinated German-Soviet invasion of Poland neared its completion in 1939. Harsh and brutal policies in German and Soviet occupation zone motivated many Poles to join resistance movements and organization. Despite heavy repression, partisan activities and resistance cells in German and Soviet occupied regions of Poland and occupation forces did not manage to extinguish the Polish resistance. On the contrary, in the spring of 1940, the underground resistance movement counted 100,000 members in the general government alone. Okay. So we've got a bunch of uprisings. These are looks like they are all uprising places we have forces, because it doesn't look like they've taken any territory. More occupying things. Yeah, no, I did not specifically know or plan. Okay, guys, you join in on the fight. Not that it looks like you're needed. Looks like the Italians are able to do this. Major victory. Okay, we've helped them win in Zara. Could have been a problem. Well, let's support it. Oh, we should attach to somebody. Yeah. Support attack. And you support this attack. Now this is getting a little bit And von Thoma has done his usual best and moved in. And you support Rommel. Once we get these connected up, we can start, or they can start shifting more supplies. Okay. Now, on board ships, I think we have a reasonably safe path for Scharnhorst, Gneisenau, Bismarck, Admiral Hipper, Prinz Eugen, and Blucher to get up to here. Along with everything else. Remember that big death stack of stuff. So, okay, you don't need to go in and occupy those provinces. And in fact, let's head back to German territory. Get out of the Croats' way. Yes, we're going to start winning more and more of these. No, we're going to say no. We've already got some really big guns. You join the fight as well. Rommel, remember everybody knows Rommel as a the Desert Fox and Panzer General kind of guy, and I'm the one that poked Black Ice to add that Gebirgsjäger, because if you've ever read his book, it's all about him being an infantry officer in World War, mountain, because he was, I forget which Bavarian mountain regiment, a mountain, an infantry officer, but in the mountain unit that he fought, and he won his Blue Max, capturing the peak of an Italian mountain on the Isonzo front up here. I forget the name of the mountain. I don't know everything about everything, but I do know that that's where he got his. Like, I don't remember the name of the mountain, but that he was a mountain general. Trained, experienced, so he should have those traits. Okay, so we've cut off the French supply port, it looks like here, successfully. Okay, you come and cut off English there. You also join there, and well, yeah, I'm at least going to support the attack. I was unsure whether I think I want to move into there. Keep them, attack them, keep them from coming back and retaking this. Be a fairly decent attack force, even against those three. Well, two of them are just Ascari and the 14th Corps, they're not. Okay, tank reinforcements. Okay, well, here's another problem. Whatever put these U.S. tank reinforcements here should not have happened, in my opinion. Good thing we have that. British receive U.S. tank reinforcements. Okay, this is presumably an event that is triggered by a British event. British receive U.S. tank reinforcements that act signal intelligence established British forces in North Africa have received large quantities of war material from America. or should I say America. Reportedly 300 U.S. tanks, armored fighting vehicles, artillery pieces. These would probably be mostly the, well, fairly early, so they might be the Lees or the later Grants. No. Yeah. Many trucks and other equipment have been shipped to Alexandria via convoy. Okay, well, I like that, the event, but it needs a check for British control, at least of Alexandria. If that's where you're going to appear the unit. You stop, because when you can, you're going to... sure. Okay, well, they're attacking out. At least now we're on the defensive. With Deedle in command. Loaded, so we've lost that. Okay, okay, in October 1941, while the U.S. was still neutral in World War II, the Carney was docked in Reykjavik, U.S.-occupied Iceland. A wolf pack of German U-boats attacked a nearby British convoy and overwhelmed Canadian escort. The Carney and 3 other U.S. destroyers were summoned to assist. Immediately on reaching the action, Carney dropped depth charges on the U-boats and continued to barrage throughout the night. This action was specifically cited as a provocation of Hitler. Declaration of war 2 months later. Okay, torpedo fired by U-568 struck the Carney on its side. The crew confined the flooding to the forward fire room, enabling the ship to get out of the danger zone with power from the aft engine and fire room. Remaining power in the forward engine room, the Carney steamed to Iceland at 10 knots. Temporary repairs. Christmas Day. Okay, so yes, again, you sink an American like they did down the one going to Portugal, and then at some point America's going to start responding. And again, whether just revolver held, I'm not upset about like those tank units showing up at all, because I do know it's a beta and I'm perfectly happy to test it. Okay, well, not sure where I should send this guy. Well, we'll wait for this battle to be over with, I guess. Okay, more convoy interruptions. Okay, let's save the game. Okay, I was prompted, and I know I intend these episodes to be approximately 40 minutes. That's sort of my intention. I do know that most of the time they've been going over 50 minutes and sometimes an hour and a half. And the reason they've been going long is a combination of two things, quite honestly. One is a sort of desire to get through this, not just to get this over and done with and quit, but partially because I talk a lot. And as the one person pointed out, he understands that we can't play it at speed 4 that you sort of can maybe do on Hearts of Iron 4. He was also liking a little quicker pace. Don't know if I'm going to pick up my pace of playing it much faster, but it's just, and I know I'm taking time on doing this, it's that I want to sort of get through a lot of the history, a lot of the time, and that, because if we were to do a 30-minute episode, well, we would be a year or more behind from where we are now, you know, if we were showing them daily. So there's a little bit of that, and then there's also a fair amount of I just having fun playing and just into playing. And I sort of know I'm running a little over time, but I don't really realize exactly how much over time. So We're going to end this episode here, so I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank you for liking the videos. I really do appreciate that. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you around more often. And of course, please post questions, comments, suggestions, ideas, corrections. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.